Hello and welcome to another edition of One-on-One Sports. I'm Mike Feldman.
And I'm Erik Kendall, filling in for Andrew Springs. We have a fantastic show for you today, so make sure you don't touch that remote, unless, of course, you want to turn up the volume a little bit. See you in 30 seconds.
We start today with a topic that it seems that everyone has an opinion on, so, as you may have guessed, so do we. Erik, Tiger Woods held a press conference on Friday to discuss his marital infidelity and ongoing scandal. So, did he accomplish anything with this, and when are we just going to forget about it?
Well, first of all, it's kind of under debate on if it was actually a press conference or not. He kind of...
Just an address to the media.
Yeah, sort of an address. You saw the whole set out there. You almost expected President Obama to come out and give some kind of State of the Union, but instead it was Tiger saying, I'm sorry, I cheated on my wife, I'm bad, leave my children alone, of course. I didn't take steroids, but I'm sorry, this is me, I'm really sorry about this. Everyone, let me make money again, give me these sponsorships.
Erik, you seem like you don't believe Tiger.
No, actually, you know, it's for me, it's not about believing him, and you can or you cannot believe him, either way you go. To start off, it's really not anyone's business. This isn't something that he's obligated to do by anyone. I mean, maybe his sponsors want him to do it to, you know, get him out there and get a clean slate for him. But it's really not an obligation that the public has, or it's not an obligation Tiger has to give to the public at all. It's really his business between him and his wife, and I don't see why he needs to do this at all.
I remember I heard Accenture was making a big stiff that Tiger Woods was having the press conference on, the day of their tournament, but I think if anything, it helped them, and I think Tiger Woods was doing a service to golf. It got people thinking about golf again. And personally, when Tiger's not in it, I don't really care. And so, he came out Friday, he spoke, made me a little more interested in the Accenture match play. I didn't think he really gave us anything that we didn't know, but, I think people are going to continue to care about this until he's back winning majors.
Yeah, and it's interesting to see on different networks how they cover it. The sports networks, they really want it to move on. They want him to get back on the course like you and I do. We want to see him with a golf club in his hands instead of, in the tabloids. I'm tired of seeing
Entertainment Weekly would love him to be in sex therapy the rest of his life.
Yeah, you look at their coverage and they're still digging for stuff. And it's going to get ugly. He's saying, stay away from my kids, stay away from my family. That's just like putting blood in the water for the Sharks. Honestly, I don't see that happening at all.
Yep, well, we'll just have to wait and continue to monitor the situation, I guess.
I guess so. We just passed the NBA trade deadline, which was highlighted by a flurry of deals. Mike, in your mind, who really helped themselves in this trade deadline market?
The headliner, obviously, is Antoine Jameson going to the Cleveland Cavaliers, team trying to push for the championship. In his first game, he goes 0 for 12, not exactly the results you wanting, but I think when he gets more comfortable in the starting role, more comfortable with his teammates, I think that's going to end up being the best move, maybe pushing the Cavs over the top.
And you're looking at a team that has lost every game since he's been there. I mean, who knows if it's going to continue that way. I tend to believe it's not going to. Jameson's a good player. He's a tough matchup for anyone who plays the Cavs. Another deal that went down was, I think it was a three-way deal with the Kings and the Rockets and the Knicks. With
sending Kevin Martin and
Kevin Martin and a couple
Brady.
others. Kevin Martin's the headliner going to Houston, and he's going to make a big difference. People forget about how good of a player he is. He's almost been hidden up in Sacramento, and Tyreke Evans has kind of pushed him out here recently. And you got Tracy McGrady going to New York City.
You got their big headliner guy right there.
You got to love the move by the Knicks, honestly, because if Tracy McGrady has anything left in the tank, it's a plus for them. They're not expecting anything from him. They're expecting to drop his deal and
then go sign the King James.
Have gazillions of dollars, which they will have.
Gazillion's real number, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just Tracy McGrady. If he has anything left, the Knicks did a great deal. If he doesn't, it still works out because you're going to get LeBron, perhaps. I mean, allegedly.
it's the plan. We'll see if he goes big market. But they set themselves up really well to get LeBron or another headliner free agent because this is the year to have money, and the Knicks set themselves up to do so.
Yeah, you got to do it, and they did it this time.
So I think in terms of this year, we go Cavs. Next year, Knicks set themselves up the best. We're now in the second week of the Vancouver Olympics, and there's been no shortage of American storylines. Lindsey Vonn Shin, Apollo Antonono's medal hunt, and Bodie Miller's quest for redemption. Is this enough to make Americans remember this Olympics, or are we going to forget about this?
Well, I don't think anything's happened so far for us to really remember it. I mean, it's not over yet.
The United States of America beat Canada in hockey, baby. First time since 1960.
Well, I know you're excited, and I'm excited about that too. I mean, it's great to see Canada big favorites, them and Russia big favorites. But I mean, we're not going to remember in the pools. It was like B pool win, so they get the top seed. No one cares about that.
It's going to mean nothing unless they win gold.
Right, and Canada's got a tough way to get there. The United States has the top seed, so of course it's going to be a little easy for them. We'll see if that's what we remember after this. For me, the memorable part is going to be the United States is just kicking butt and taking names.
We're doing really well. America, baby.
25 medals up to this point, beating Germany, who I think has 21, and then Canada way down there. And I'm guilty of giving Canada a little too much press at a recent show, just saying Canada's going to beat the United States by 1 medal. It's not looking like that. The Own the Podium program, which they're calling up in Canada, doesn't seem to be working much.
I believe in a previous episode you guaranteed that the United States would win 34, not 33 or 35, but 34 medals. So we'll see how they
I don't know if I said that. Did I say that? Were you listening? I don't know.
I do watch the show regularly.
All right. Winning gold medal is considered to many the highest honor in sports. Would a gold medal around your neck be better than a championship trophy on your mantle? Or, you know, talking about golf, a green jacket on your back, something like that?
I may say this now because the Olympics are going on, but for me, it's got to be gold medal, Super Bowl, and then everything else. You know, gold medal, you're representing your country. Super Bowl is the Super Bowl, you know, the King Championship, and then everything else for me.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I'll buy that for now, and you're right about gold medal kind of holding a little precedent now because it is Olympic times. But you look at this stuff, and gold medal, some guys have a chance to win like 4 gold medals in the Olympics. You're talking about, for a championship, when you talk about NFL Super Bowl, one team gets it a year, and there's one chance, everyone else is left out.
But many players.
Many players get it on team, I get that, but you're talking about so many events in the Olympics. I see what you're going for. But yeah, I would rather have a championship in any sport, whether it comes to football or an individual sport with, I mean, just having a green jacket on your back at Augusta National with the sunset going down in the background. I don't think it gets better than that. Gold medal would be nice, but I want a championship.
Nothing better than that.
We have to take a quick commercial break, but don't go anywhere because on One-on-One, we will be back shortly.